Hey guys, happy Monday. Welcome, Mindset Monday, Made for More Monday series. I'm so excited that you're here. Today's question is, have you ever been told a lie in your business? And more specifically today, have you told yourself a lie? Whether it's to protect you in your business, whether it's to keep you from moving forward, whether it's a lie you've told yourself that you recognize now has kept you stuck, whatever it is, we're going to talk all things lies versus truths in your business today. So welcome. I'm Emily Smiley, and I'm super passionate about helping entrepreneurs and network marketers, affiliate, build their skills solely online. So welcome. Today, yes, Monday, I'm going to talk about mindset today. It's so funny, you guys, that I literally started doing a Made for More series on Monday because it's something that I'm really passionate about, but it wasn't always that way. So before we get into it, I just kind of wanted to share with you guys why I believe it matters so much, because maybe you were like me, maybe you could relate here. So, I started in this entrepreneurship, right? And we quickly realized it's kind of like a self-help course, and then you get paid. And when I got specifically into network marketing, I was like, oh my gosh, like what is all this freaking mindset? Hey guys, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for the love and hanging out. I literally told myself, I'm like, I don't care anymore about the mindset, right? I had read all the books. I thought I was done with the mindset. I'm like, just give me the how-to. Tell me what to do to help my business. Give me the tip, give me the how-to. And while that is extremely important as well, I will come back to the fact that if you don't have the mindset, those skills mean nothing. So I literally was to the point I wanted to scream, like, please don't talk about mindset anymore. But mindset matters. So here I am, literally delving into it, and I really believe, hang with me because I want to get into tomorrow's topics, which will be logistical Tuesday tips. Like that is the goal for Tuesday. So hopefully we'll balance out that like mindset Monday with some Tuesday tips. So stay with me till the end. So mindset matters, right? Why does it matter? Because your thinking is everything. Your thinking literally changes your mindset into the actions that you take in your business. And if you've built your business, right, we've talked about this in lives before, there's literally no boss over you telling you to take action or not to take action, right? So all of that comes from within you, the motivation, the inspiration, the diligence. And so, one of the things when I connect with people is they're like, well, I'm just so stuck in my business or, whatever. And really when we delve into it, it's really lies that either someone has told us or that we've told ourselves that really is holding us back. And so it's not a really long topic that I want to get into today, but it's very important because it literally could be the number one thing that is holding you back. And it's between here. It's literally what you are thinking, the lies you've been told that you are believing, or the lies that you've told yourself. So how many of us have ever told us, well, I just don't have time. I'm running out of time. Maybe you've got kids at home. Maybe you work full time and you're like, I just don't have time to build this business, right? Well, when people come to me and they want to get healthy, right? And they're like, well, I want to drink water or eat healthy or cook at home or exercise or whatever it is, right? Like, I just don't have time. But the reality is we make time for what's important to us. So maybe we don't have 4 or 5 hours to spend on our business. That's totally understandable if you're working full time or you've got a family or you're a momopreneur. I get it. But if it is a priority, you will make the time, right? So a lot of times these lies that we've either been told or we tell ourselves are really excuses, right? And I've been guilty of this. And we really have to learn to face them and to recognize them for what they are. And that may be true. So instead of saying like, I don't have time to put more time to put into my business, maybe say right now, it's not a priority for me to expand my business. And that's okay. Just so you know, if no one has ever told you this, it is okay that it's not always first priority. Right? Thanks for the love, you guys. Yeah, I hope this resonates with you because sometimes, and that is a luxury of being able to put that side hustle to the back, right? Or maybe it's full-time and it went back to part-time or vice versa. But you can't use it as an excuse for why it's continuous stuck, right? So the last Monday we talked a lot about fear. And it's so relatable into what we're talking about today, just because a lot of times those things are what keep us stuck, right? We use them as excuses, but really, if we really take a good hard look at those lies that we're telling, they might be valid or not. They're valid lies, right? But they're rooted in that fear, right? So maybe it's, you might say, well, I just ran out of time. I told myself I was going to go live today, and I just didn't have enough time, right? Let's go back to that. Well, it wasn't a priority today, so it just wasn't a priority. Or, I told myself it was going to be a priority today, but it really wasn't, right? Because it really does clearly help you define what is moving your business forward and what really isn't. And also, what is that underlying root? Maybe the reason why you're not actually doing your lives is not because you're procrastinating or because you're so busy. Maybe it's that deep-rooted fear of rejection, right? Maybe it's that person to person. You're afraid if you get that message out there that someone's not going to like it, right? Maybe you procrastinate because you tell yourself there's not enough time when really it's lots of lies surrounding that, right? Maybe it's a fear of change. Maybe you've built traditionally old school, and I see this a lot happening right now. There is a massive shift specifically, and I'm talking to specifically my network marketers right now. Everybody's having to build online. Now, some people have taken their parties offline and they've moved their parties online, but it's still very much having to host parties over and over and over, which is fine. But if you've decided that you really want to start to leverage your time, right? There's this fear. Sometimes you have to leave what's comfortable, and it's not that it's, and the lie you're telling yourself maybe is that you don't have enough time, when really it might stem and root in a fear of change. Maybe you are afraid of change, and I've been there. Like, I've literally been there. And for me, it was a deep-rooted respect in those that built traditionally. But I really had to get the courage in my own self to stand in my truth and say, I do not want to build that way. And that's very difficult to do because I kept lying and telling myself, or like, sacrifice now for later, or you can't build a business solely online, right? How many of us have been told that? You can't connect with people online. Really? Like, I recognize that now as a lie that I have been told, right? Success leaves clues. So we built traditionally, it worked for me, it worked for you. That is not necessarily a truth. That may have been a lie that you've been told. But sometimes, whether it's that person's fear or your person's fear, you have to recognize it either way, that the lie itself probably stems from some sort of fear. Whether it's your fear of failure or your fear of rejection or your fear of change, or maybe it's the other person, right? So recognizing that and recognizing the lie that you've either told yourself or that person has told you, all of that to say, you have to know your truth and what it is that you want. Hey guys, if you're watching this on the replay, let me know, #replay. If you're getting value from this, I really want to know. I'm really hoping these Mondays help you guys. And look, I'm talking about this. I literally did the same thing today. I had this all that I wanted to share Monday, and then it is, 8 o'clock at night. I don't usually do my lives at 8 o'clock at night. And I told myself, I was like, well, is anybody getting any value from this? Am I putting anything out there? I have this message. I know someone needs to hear it, but maybe I just don't need to do it today. Maybe I can share it for next week, right? We've all told ourselves these things, and it continues, right? Every single day. And what you have to do is you have to come back to that truth, right? And how many of you guys have ever been told, like, know your why? Why you got into business, why you do what you do, what continues. Really, it comes down to, because my why, I was like, okay, that's important. I get it, right? Know your why, blah, blah, blah. Your why can change. Absolutely. Mine's changed multiple times. But more important is what motivates you and what is your intention? Because you can't know where you're going if you don't have a target. And you have to know, like, what is your intention and then what motivates you, right? So I know I use a lot of sports analogies. So I help people get healthier. That is what I do. So it's just like building your business. If I get a person to come in and they start telling me, all of these lies, right? I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to run my business. I don't have, and I get them to say, these are excuses that you've told yourself. These are lies that you told yourself. You need to make this a priority. So they say, okay, I need to make this a priority. Well, what is one thing that I help them to move forward in getting healthier? It's the same thing in your business. What is your intention? They can't just say, well, I just want to be healthier. Well, what does that look like to you? What the heck? Be healthy could mean so many things to different people. It's nuts. Success in business is the same damn thing, you guys. I am so tired of leaders in these companies and businesses lying and saying like, everybody wins here. We have a duplicatable system. We build online. No, they don't. They don't have any system for building online. Anyone that's built anything at this point, everybody says they have a system. Everybody says everybody wins. And everybody says that they build some sort of on time. That does not mean that you are throwing out posts and hoping something sticks. That is not a duplicatable system for building online, right? And I'm so tired of like people in the industry lying to people and saying, well, if you struggle over here, then you're going to struggle over here. The model is not going to be that big of a difference. Yes, it freaking is. It absolutely is. So if you have been lied to in any of these domains, you just need to stand in your truth and knowing what you want. And this is easier said than done. I get it. Right? If I help a person who has never, ever, ever stepped foot in the gym and I'm trying to help them like get ripped for some competition, that is going to take a long time. Right? Because they have come in knowing absolutely nothing. It is the same in building your business. You cannot It's unrealistic to expect you to build this massive business online if you barely have any social media followers. It's not going to happen like that. But people that move over with an influence, that have been consistent on social media, that are willing to give it hours and hours a day, sure, it can happen. But for the average person, it's going to take time. It's going to take skills. So let's stop pretending that it doesn't. Let's also stop pretending that it can't be done. Because it abso-freaking-lutely can be done. And yes, I can take a person who's struggled over here, who's determined, who gives me a fair amount of time, who knows their intention, who knows their discipline, who knows their motivation. I can move them over here, plug them into the right system, and watch them take off. It absolutely can happen. And it's not just a mindset. It's stop listening to the lies. Who around you are you listening to that is no longer serving you? And it might be yourself. So if you are recognizing, oh, wow, and like you are talking right to me, first off, let me know, drop value in there, and stop telling yourself those lies. You need to flip the switch. You need to flip the conversation that you're having with those people. Surround yourself with people who are building how you would like to build, and be open. And I'm going to get into that tomorrow. We're going to go into Tuesday tips, mistakes that I have made. Like I admit that I've made these mistakes, but I'm hoping to turn around and help the next person so that they do not have to make them. Like practical tips that people are telling people that are wrong when building online. And yes, you can build online. And yes, you can stand in this truth. And yes, it can be done. And yes, if you've struggled before, there's so many people walking around with like PTSD from MLMs or direct sales or network marketing. And it's because they're being lied to or led because someone is trying to recruit them or to recruit. Or they see these people that are like building these massive websites or funnels and they're like, oh, you need to do all of the things to be successful, when that is not necessarily true. There are people crushing it. There are people willing to build that. What is it for you that you want to build? And I literally have spoken with so many people recently, and it's like, if you don't know what you want, then no one is going to be able to help you. Right? If you come to me and you're like, I want to get healthy, but you don't know what that looks like, or you're unwilling to give me some sort of time or commitment or intention for what it is that you want, then how am I supposed to help you? It's the same in building your business. If you come in and you're like, well, I want to build online. Okay, well, what does that look like for you? Right? Because you just can't If someone is telling you that you can or can't do it, like overnight or never, both of those are opposite ends of the spectrum, which are very untrue. So I would be very careful about who it is that you are listening to. And the second thing is, if you don't even know what you want, how do they even know? What is it that you want to build? Do you want to just build on your personal page? Do you want to do it in an hour a day? Do you want a side income? Do you want just to be in the comma club, right? I can help get you to a comma club. Abso-freaking-lutely. But how many people are out there? Oh, that's going to take you a long time. Or they paint the picture like, oh, we're rolling in the millions here. That's not everyone's idea of success. Oh, the average mama that I talk to just wants to be able to be home and contribute. Maybe $5,000 a month, right? That's a great goal. And that's totally doable. So I'm so tired of people lying to people saying, well, you can't connect with people online, or you can't build solely online, or, we're duplicatable. That's not duplicatable because there's so many massive skill sets that you need to learn. That's bull. It's absolutely bull. But what is your truth? You have to know what it is you want to be able to recognize the BS, right? You have to say, hey, I'm here, Em, and I want to stand in that truth. I want to be able to go back to my company or my upline or my team and say, you know what? This is doable. I've seen the roadmap. I've seen the system. I've talked with people. I've connected. I know what it looks like. I've painted the vision. What is your intention in building your business? Do you want to build a blog and website and funnels and run advertising and build this great big massive following? Or do you just want to switch and start using more maybe attraction marketing strategies and reaching out and having people come to you and learn how to market yourself different, learn how to network your skills different, learn how to teach your team differently? Those are two very big things. And if you don't know what you want, where are you supposed to plug into? Right? No wonder people are so stuck and confused and overwhelmed. If you don't know what it is that you want, or you have a team and they don't know what they want, or we don't know what we're building, then how is there no clear picture or no clear vision for how you're going to get there? Does that make sense? All right, I got a little off my notes. I get a little fired up about this because there are so many people out there with so many opinions on both ends of the spectrum, and I am not knocking either one. All I am saying is for you have to recognize the truths that the lies that you are telling yourself, the lies that other people are telling you. And if you wouldn't trade places with that person, I definitely would not consider their advice. If you've decided, and this was a big one for me, that I wanted to build solely online, then why on earth, I don't care how much money you make, if I see that you're building old school and that's not how I want to build, I'm going to pivot and I'm going to move over here, right? Why wouldn't I? I've identified how I want to build and I'm going to go find the leaders and the people to show me the way. That is my intent on this page, to turn around and all this time and expense and massive money amounts that I've spent in learning these skills, turn around and help the person. And it doesn't matter if you're like, hey, I'm totally cool. I have 5,000 friends on my personal page, or I'm just starting out my, business page, but I'm going to keep working on it. And I only have an hour a day. Or you might be, hey, I'm rocking this. I'm a 6 or 7 figure earner over here and I've built old school. And you know what? I don't want to do that anymore. I want to leverage a little bit more time. I want to get with the program in building online. Social media is not freaking going anywhere. So if someone is telling you that their team is building online, you need to look. Look for the proof. The proof is in the pudding, as they say, right? Are they duplicating? Do you see people winning on their team? Are they online? Are they running, webinars and live videos and, all of these things that we would consider online? Or are they not? Do they not show up? Because there's a lot of leaders out there saying, sure, we teach social media strategies, and I just see crickets. That's not building online, that's not duplicatable, and that's definitely not teaching your average new person who's open and willing to learn, right? How are you going to help your new people? What intention are you going to help them set in theirs? What motivation are you going to help them with? What do you give them to give them the motivation, right? So you can build, there's people building fast on social media. Don't knock it because that's absolutely happening. But there's also going to be people that it wasn't a priority old school and it's not going to be a priority new school. That's a fact, Jack. Like, that's just going to be that way anywhere. So if you're like, well, I had this person and they were struggling over here and now I'm helping them build online and they're struggling here, then maybe it's a mindset thing, or maybe it's just not a priority. And we need to start loving people where they're at and saying, you know what? What is your intention? Because so many of us leaders get these people on our team and we're like, thinking we've got these grandiose, ideas of what our success looks like, and we shove it at them, and all they want is to just be part of the team, or they just want to make a few, or, maybe they're like me, and you're like, I want to build this, I want to build online, I want to go big, right? And you're like, okay, I can help you do that as well, but you have to know what it is they want, right? You have to know what you want, and then you have to know what they want. Take a breather on that. I get fired up. I am just tired of all of the lies that are going round and round and round and round. And I would encourage you to look for the proof. Look for the proof. I recently realigned, and when I made a switch, it was one of the hardest things business-wise that I've done, but I really saw the heart. I saw the wins. I saw everyone winning, which is what I wanted for my team. I saw everyone actually supporting each other. I saw the training that was there to build online. I saw both ends of the spectrum. So anybody that came in, you want to be a customer, you can be a customer. You need to get paid daily, I can pay you, we can get it where you pay daily. You want to build a team, I can help you build a team. You want to build on your personal page, I can teach you the networking and the marketing to do that. You want to really build bigger and long term, and you want to build out a fan page and a business page and a website, I can plug you in with the people there. I can plug you in so many areas. You guys, it's so freeing to be able to do that and to be able to have that. I didn't always have that. Why? Because I was believing all of the lies from all of the people instead of standing in my own truth, finding my own course, and finding the right people to connect with. Does that make sense? Because when you believe the lies that you tell yourself, and when you believe the lies that of those surrounding you, especially if it's not how you're choosing to build, it will keep you stuck. It will keep you overwhelmed. It will keep you so frustrated. I wanted to scream. I wasn't learning anything. Maybe you feel like that. Maybe you're just like, I don't know what I want. I don't even know what to believe anymore. And if that's you, reach out. I don't know that I can solve anything, but sometimes just chatting. Seriously. And sometimes it's helpful when it's not someone you're super close to, right? Although you guys know, my whole goal is to help you move forward. But recognizing that it's a lie and it's not just you going, well, how come I can't manage my time? And how come I can't get everything done? And how come I'm procrastinating? And how come my team's not winning? Right? What is it specifically? Recognizing that it may be a lie, it may not be a priority, and that's okay. Maybe it's rooted in those fears that we talked about last week, right? The fear of change, the fear of loss, the fear of, rejection, whatever it may be. But when you identify what it is that you truly want out of your business, what is your intention? What motivates you? What gets you in that right mindset? What really makes you tick? Where you're like, I was made for more. I was made to do this. Because when you get there in your business, because most of us get in this because we're super passionate about something. And mine has become helping people build online because I got so tired of hearing that you can't do it. That literally is why I share it here and do this page. It's because I didn't know what I know now. And I would have given anything to know and to build and to feel how I do now. So if I can help you skip a few steps, I am down to do that. Right? So let's connect, let's chat. And you got to know what you want. So if you are reaching out to do a video chat, what is it that, you're wanting? Maybe you love your company, but you're like, I'm so tired of I need to learn how to build more intentionally on social media, right? Or maybe you just started your fan page and you're like, I don't know what is this content stuff? Let's find out. Maybe you're like, hey, I'm not seeing my team win. Maybe you haven't made it a priority for you. Whatever the reason, you've got to know what it is that you're wanting and your intention in building it. Because mindset abso-freaking-lutely matters. And you were made for more than just listening to the excuses and the lies that you've told yourself and that others have told you that have kept you frustrated, overwhelmed, and stuck. So I'm super excited, you guys. I hope you found value in that today. If that is something that you're wanting to do, please let me know. I will absolutely book a video chat with you. Let's get you unstuck. But tomorrow, I'm super excited. We're going to get into specifics. No more of this rah mindset stuff that does matter. But tomorrow's Tuesday Tips. We're going to literally talk about the specifics of branding. Not going too in depth, but basically the mistakes that I've made in the past, we're going to help you not to make them, right? We're going to teach you how to, when you create content, how to be more effective. And honestly, you guys, I have done paid advertising, sponsored advertising, run ads, and I can tell you that I'm going to be sharing with you guys on Tuesday Tips is going to be super practical. It will absolutely help build your organic audience. So if you are wanting to, connect and get more leads, more sales, more connect with people online specifically, you're going to want to tune in to those Tuesday Tips. Even if you're not interested in doing, sponsored ads or anything like that. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I really appreciate you. I hope this has been valuable for you. Again, if you are watching on the replay, put #replay. If you got some value out of this Mindset Monday, please let me know. I'd love your feedback. I'm such a teacher. I really like it. And I just want to, know that it's helping you guys in your businesses and moving forward. So hope you found this helpful, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.